morning, y'all. Hope y'all having a good day. I just literally crawled my ass out of bed, about like 3-4 minutes ago. But anyways, so before we get started in the video, if you haven't already, hit the like button on this video and hit the subscribe button. I think we're at 16 subs right now. Trying to make it to 100 by the 1st, which will be my first day back at work after my surgery. So anyway, let's jump into this video. So most of y'all don't, for everyone that doesn't know, I'm having to get surgery on my gallbladder. Found out I do have a classic case of gallbladder disease, and the best treatment that my surgeon said was for me to get my gallbladder removed. She said it's the only way that I can actually start feeling better and eating normal foods again. So my surgery is on the 27th, so basically next Wednesday. I haven't been given the time yet. Probably I'll find out either 25th or 26th. Probably the 25th. My guess is probably the 25th. On the 24th, though, I have a COVID test that I have to get done first thing in the morning. So I gotta go a bit early tonight so I can get up for that. Also, this is gonna put me out the whole weight loss journey. This is gonna postpone it roughly about 6 to 8 weeks. But depending on how I'm feeling, I'm gonna get myself 2 weeks off. I'm gonna slowly get back into working out. Just do enough to keep myself active and my heart rate up. And then we'll get into like the heavy, intense like strength training and stuff after I'm cleared by the doctor, and then I can go back to eat normal foods. So, and then the surgeon we went over, basically discussed what was the cause of my gallbladder to be fucked up. So, besides the whole genetics and the enzymes that my liver produces to help break up all the fatty foods that I eat, because those enzymes are a lot thicker than normal, and it's hereditary. So, along with that, from all the weight I lost, for everyone who's been part of this channel for a while, you all know the weight loss journey. When I started this YouTube channel about a year and a half ago, I was damn near 200 pounds. I was like 290 pounds. I was very miserable. And I was very insecure. And I would eat, I'd comfort eat, I'd drink alcohol, I'd drink mostly beer and whiskey every night, along with eating. Anytime I was depressed or anxious, I would eat and eat and eat and eat. And that was over a course of 3 years, because it started when I graduated high school. I was $190, 190 pounds. I graduated high school. Probably at that point, the best physical shape I've ever been in. And then the girl I was dating at the time broke up with me. And as a way to cope with it, I started drinking alcohol, and then I started eating. The whole alcohol thing lasted about a month and a half, and then I realized I couldn't afford it. Couldn't afford to keep buying alcohol constantly, so I started eating at work. For everyone that don't know, I do work in food service, so I do have plenty of access to food. So I would eat at work, and then I'd get off work and I'd go to Burger King and I'd order a double Whopper, large fries, large drink, and I'd get like a milkshake, and then I'd order another like Whopper Junior to go along with it, and then I'd go stop by Subway after I'd eat that and get a footlong, and then I'd get home and I'd eat a huge dinner as well, and that was over a course of 3 years before I finally was like, yo, I need to do something about this. So January 2020, right before COVID happened, I started going to the gym every fucking day, because I went to I will always remember this moment. I went to the doctors for my toe back when I broke my toe back in 2019, I saw myself on the scale and it said 296.9, and I will remember how embarrassed I felt, and at that point I made a promise to myself that we're going to lose all this weight and keep it off. And so I started going to the gym 6 days a week, with Sundays being my recovery days, and I would only eat 2 meals a day. And when I would eat, I'd eat very little, and I'd drink a fuck ton of water. Like, I drink a shit ton of water, at least 1.5 gallons. Some days I drank like upwards to 2 gallons of water a day, and I would go run 1.5 miles every fucking day. I'd just start lifting weights, and then COVID happened. The gym I was going to closed down, so I had to kind of figure out how I can continue this workout at home. So it's kind of like it was like a week and a half off. It took me to figure out, okay, how I can go about doing this. So I started looking up videos on YouTube on at-home bodyweight and dumbbell workouts. And then I got back into it again and started going 5 days a week instead of 6 days. And I went from 296 as of January 2nd, 2020, to by Thanksgiving being at 230 pounds. And then right around Thanksgiving of 2020, that's kind of when my gallbladder went to hell. It was the day after, 2 days after Thanksgiving. I was feeling like shit. Stomach was constantly hurting. So I first thought it was nothing. It was just a simple stomach bug. I ate probably something bad at Thanksgiving, so I gave myself some Tums and some nausea meds. But as soon as I took the nausea, I fucking just blew all over the fucking bathroom. And then that following day, I just rested, and it was still hurting that night. So I was like, all right, the next day I'm taking myself in. So I went into urgent care. Went to see urgent care. They're like, oh, you just have a stomach bug or you have food poisoning. And then they just gave me some anti-nausea meds, which did nothing to help the pain. So the next day I was like, fuck this. I went to the ER, and they're like, no, something serious is going on. At first they thought I was having appendicitis, but they did more testing. They did a CAT scan. They did an ultrasound, find out it wasn't appendicitis, that it was more my gallbladder. I had all this sludge built up in my gallbladder. And so they gave me some pain meds, and they gave me some more higher strength anti-nausea meds, and some other pain meds that didn't really work. That just made me feel groggy all the fucking time. That's all the pain meds did. Didn't really do shit. And told me if it's still hurting within between 24 and 48 hours to come back in. So roughly about 36 hours later, I come back in. That Monday morning, the 7th of December, I go back in, and the doctor there tells me that I'm going to have to get my gallbladder removed, as it's the only way that this pain's going to stop. So he prescribes me prescription strength ibuprofen, and then gave me some anti-nausea meds to take whenever I feel nausea, like whenever my stomach hurts and I feel like I have to vomit, to take. So I got in to see the surgeon, and then now where we're at now. I go in on the 27th to get my gallbladder taken out. And then I will be posting updates on this. I'll be posting how I'm feeling each day, and how and basically what I'm doing each day to, as recovery. And then in about 3 weeks after my surgery, we'll start slowly doing workouts and stuff. Start slowly building my strength up so I don't overdo it. And then I'll just be posting daily updates on YouTube. But anyways, I won't keep you guys going any longer. So anyway, if you guys found this video somewhat entertaining, hit the like button. Also, if you haven't already, subscribe. Click that bell so you get notified when I upload again. But anyway, I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.